eccentric weld connections, no? Shear only. Okay, so may isa pang topic, shear plus tension. Okay? So ito muna tayo, okay? So the same way na meron tayong similar problem with bolted connection, applicable din siya with with weld, no? So say for example, you have this system na weld connection, meron kang steel bracket, okay? Ang mangyayari ngayon, you could resolve into component yung load P. Okay? And then you could transfer yung resolved component na yan, yung inclined load mo, dun sa centroid. And kung ano man yung reaction nito, yan yung reaction due to direct load P. Okay? So hindi natin dapat kalimutan yung effect ng torsion or torque. Okay? So yung pag-transfer mo doon, meron yung equivalent torque na you also need to calculate yung reaction separately. Okay? So ano yung difference nito with bolted connection? Well, yung analysis ng eccentric welded connections would be based on the unit length of weld. Okay? Let me repeat. Yung analysis natin would be based on a unit weld in per 1 millimeter. Okay? Per 1 millimeter. Dati kasi per bolt ang analysis natin, no? Eh pag weld, ano lang 'yan, per 1 millimeter halimbawa. And usually yung nag-govern diyan yung yung pinaka joints mo, no? Ano mo ng weld group, yung pinaka end. Yan yung dapat mong i-check kung ano yung critical. Okay? Now similarly in terms of the formulas, ganun lang din yung the R sub dx o yung reaction at due to direct load at x direction anywhere, no, doon sa weld mo, ang sabi that is equal to P sub x, okay, itong resolved component divided by the total length of your weld group. Okay? Yung R sub dy naman is equal to P sub y divided by L. Okay? Okay, mas simple siya, okay? Now pagdating sa torque, ganun pa din yung formula, no, parehas na parehas. You could see na yung R sub tx, no, x component that is equal to the torque T times yung y distance kasi x component divided by the polar moment of inertia. Okay? Yung y naman, R sub ty, x distance. Okay? So parehas lang yung formula. Yung torque natin, okay, base dito sa direction ng mga loadings natin, resolved component is similar. Okay? Okay? Now, in terms of the calculation ng polar moment of inertia ng weld natin, meron kang pwedeng gamitin na formula, no? Yung pinaka generic formula natin for polar moment of inertia is as simple as this one, okay? J is equal to summation of I sub x plus I sub y, okay? So alam niyo na yan. Usually kapag yung weld size mo, W, is magkakaiba, no? Doon sa ating weld group, magkakaiba yung sizes niya. Ito yung gagamitin mo, okay? Itong generic na formula. Now, sa board exam kasi, usually pare-parehas lang naman yung weld size. Okay? Kumbaga kung 10 mm or 8 mm, lahat yan pare-parehas. No? Masyadong complicated kung iibahin pa nila. Okay? So, meron tayong derived formula dito. Okay? Which is I would suggest, i-memorize nyo na. Okay? Kasi ito rin naman yung gagamitin nyo. Ang sabi, the polar moment of inertia of the weld group is equal to summation of L, no? So magkakaiba yung definition ng L na yan. Let's discuss kung ano ibig sabihin yan. Times L squared over 12 plus yung centroid ng individual weld length mo squared plus centroid again at y direction squared. Okay? So yan yung definition ng polar moment of inertia considering na yung weld size mo is pare-parehas. Okay? Now, after na makalculate mo yung mga reaction, you could now apply the resultant formula. Alam niyo na to, no? Okay? Somehow similar to the Pythagorean theorem, yung ating resultant formula. Okay? And then after na, meron ka na no? Meron ka ng kumbaga reaction, total reaction dun sa most stress weld mo naman. Okay? Let me emphasize, yung analysis natin is per millimeter ng weld, no? So ibig sabihin yung mga sagot natin dito would be per Newton per millimeter. Okay? Now, in terms of the process of solving this problem, kung sa eccentric bolted connection, binanggit natin may dalawang possible option, yung elastic method and yung instantaneous center of rotation method. Dito sa weld, parehas din, no? Applicable din yon. But again, mas simplified kasi yung step ng elastic analysis and mas conservative siya, no? Mas ibig sabihin mas malalaki yung values na na-calculate mo. Yung instantaneous center, mas accurate siya or mas mababa siya, pero mas iterative yung steps niya or mas matagal, no? So, we would use na lang, no, yung ginagamit din sa board exam, which is the elastic analysis method. You could see na parehas yung steps natin. Okay? So, ganun din, no? Meron tayong tip dito to understand kung sino yung magiging critical, no, na location ng weld. So, yung pinakamalayo, no, doon sa centroid, would usually have the highest reaction from torsion, no, or torque. And yung weld daw, na kung saan yung direction ng mga reaction mo is additive in effect, will have the highest reaction. Okay? So, ito yung dalawang rule na i-check natin. Okay? Sige, so mag-example problem tayo. So example, problem number 4.
Determine the required size of weld W using E70XX and LFRFT. Determine the following. A. Centroid of weld group from point A. Letter B. Reaction due to the direct load P. C. Polar moment of inertia of weld group. Letter D. Reaction due to equivalent torque P. And the required weld size W.
Okay? So obviously, itong problem number 4, design type ng problem. Okay? Kasi given yung load tapos unknown yung parameters or yung dimensions. Okay? So let's solve this one, no? So this should be quick lang kasi parehas lang to sa centric bolted connections, no? Wala naman nagbago. Okay? The only difference is we would analyze yung system natin per unit length, no? Per unit length, millimeter, okay? So sige, solve natin, okay? As usual, ang hahanapin natin first step, yung weld group centroid. So sabi niya from point A daw, okay? From point A. Okay? From point A. So let's siguro kunin natin yung figure, okay? Screenshot natin. For this item, we would calculate the centroid of weld group, no? Now, I think na-discuss last time, yung first step talaga natin, no, in solving this type of problems. Centroid, then we would define yung other parameters. Okay, other parameters. Now, sige, mag-centroid muna tayo. Okay. So, ang sabi niya, yung assume origin mo, itong point A. Okay, itong point A, which is ito. Okay. So, assume natin na ano daw yan. Okay. So, kung yan yung centroid natin, we could say na by simple assumption, kung ito yung weld natin, no, yan yung weld natin, yung centroid niyan, since nagkaroon ka ng weld dito sa side na to, kung yung lang sanang horizontal, alam mo na agad sa gitna yung centroid ng dalawang weld na yun. Eh nagkaroon ka dito ng third weld length. Yung centroid mo somehow andito. 'Di ba? Somehow andyan. Okay. And we could say na yung distance na to from the origin to the centroid is distance x bar. Okay? Now yung centroid naman na to from this point, okay, from this point to this point, okay, dun sa centroid, vertical distance naman. Ito by common sense, alam na rin natin to. Alam na rin natin to eh. Ito yung y bar natin eh. Pero yeah, by looking at it, alam natin na common sense that is 100. Okay, 100. Now, balik tayo sa calculation ng centroid. So the formula na applicable dito, ganun pa rin, no? We need to use Barignon's theorem, okay? So as per Barignon's theorem, the x bar, okay? The x bar and the y bar, okay, is equal to summation of area, individual area, times its centroid divided by area total. Okay? So sa bolt per number of bolts, di ba? So dito, length of weld ang usapan natin. Okay? So we would convert this into modify this to a different equation. Summation of length of weld times yung centroid niya times yung total length of weld. Okay? Okay? This would be our formula. Okay? Now apply natin. Okay? Apply natin yan. So we would have, okay? Punta muna tayo sa, sabihin natin na itong weld na to, yung centroid niya is obviously andito. Okay? For this weld AB. No? Similarly on weld CD, no? Length CD, ganun din, nasa gitna din. Yung AC naman, andito lang. Okay? Yung centroid ng weld niya. Okay? Now, in terms of, unahin muna natin yung AC. No? Ano ba yung length niya? So, yung length ng weld AC is 200. No? So, let's input 100 times yung x distance niya, ng distance niya from the origin. Now, obviously, that is 0 kasi nag-coincide siya. No? Wala siyang x distance. So meaning, yung multiplier natin dito would be 0. Okay? Plus. Okay? So let's start with weld length AB. No? For AB, yung total length natin, no, as per formula, no, is 250. Okay? 250. Now, yung location ng centroid ng weld AB is andito. Okay? Ano ba yung distance niya from the origin? Well, that is simply 250 divide 2. Okay? 250 divide 2. Okay? And then, we could also observe na yung weld length CD is somehow similar with weld length AB. So might as well, times 2. Times 2 muna lang to simplify our calculations. Now, divide natin to with the total length ng ating weld group. So yung total length natin is 200. Okay? Plus, okay? 250 times 2. Okay? 250 times 2. Okay? So meron tayong X bar. Okay? So ilan to?
89.28571.
89.28571
po.
571. Okay? Millimeter. Okay? Now, in terms of the Y bar, ito common sense na to, common sense na 'yon. Pero yeah, we could say na lang by observation. We could apply naman yung formula. Similar formula lang 'yan, pero sabihin na lang natin by observation. So I'm guessing na na-gets niyo yung sinasabi ko kasi somehow symmetrical siya pagdating sa dito sa Y, no. So we could say na yung Y bar is at 100 mm. Or Y bar. Now Y bar is 100 millimeter. Okay? And then yung mga distances natin, other distances natin. For example, itong definition ng from centroid, from centroid ng weld group natin to the point of application. Itong distance na to, we usually define this as as eccentricity at x direction. Okay? Similarly, from point of application, ito yon to the centroid. Okay? Ito yung tinatawag nating E sub y. Okay? E sub y. Now, yung distance kasi yan, okay, by observation din, we could say na yung E sub y is also equal to y, y bar. Okay? Okay? Based dun sa observation natin. Okay? E sub y is also equal to 100 millimeter. Okay? Now, yung E sub x, okay, yung E sub x naman, okay? Yung E sub x naman, that is pwede natin kunin dito, 250 plus 100 minus x bar, para makuha natin yung E sub x. Okay? So, we would have 250 plus 100 minus x bar. Okay? So, we would have yung parameter natin na E sub x. So, paki-plug in na lang. Ito yung x bar. Okay? Ano yung E sub x natin?
260.71. 71429 po.
71429. Okay? Okay. Now, okay na tayo dito actually, pero meron pa tayong parameters na pwedeng i-calculate na para hindi na natin gagawin mamaya. So that is yung px, resolved component, p sub x and p sub y. Now dito, yung inclination niya pa ganyan, Yung problem naman sa bolted connection pa ganito. Okay? So meron tayong take away, Ano ba mangyayari? Kung yung load natin, component natin na to, okay? So meron tayong component na vertical, sabihin natin p sub y yan, and this component, which is p sub x. Okay? So might as well calculate yung dalawa na yan. Okay? So for this one, we could say na common sense siya, yung lagi nating base natin by similar triangle. Okay? And hindi ko na ipapakita, alam niyo na to, We could say na p sub x is equal to, okay, going back doon. So we have a 3, 4, 5 triangle. Okay? 3, 4, 5 triangle. So yung p sub x natin, so synonymous siya with that, with 3. Okay? So we could say na p sub x is p sub u times 3/5. Okay? So we would have p sub x, and yung value kasi ng p sub u natin as per the problem is 200 kilonewton. Okay? So paki-plug in nga dito, tas yung value natin for p sub x? 60% ng 200. So 120. Okay. Okay, 120. Okay? And then yung piece of y naman natin, okay? Is simply ano, no? Piece of u times 4 over 5. Okay? So meron tayong paki-plug in yung 200 dito. 80% ng 200. So 160. Okay? Kung di ako nagkakamali. Paki-check na lang, no? 160. So okay na, no? Kumbaga kompleto na yung ano natin, yung mga parameters natin. Okay? So let's proceed dun sa next item. So we already have the centroid. Okay, location ng centroid. Okay? So next item, reaction due to direct load P. No? Reaction due to direct load P. Now for this item, so as usual, let's copy this ano, itong mga na-define natin. So yung gagawin natin, ililipat natin, no? yung pero siguro linisin natin 'to, no. Delete natin tong centroid kasi hindi na natin kailangan 'to. Okay. Yan, I think okay na 'to. Okay. So gagawin natin, ililipat natin, no, yung sa copy para mamaya. Okay. So gagawin natin, ililipat natin yung load, no, subcomponent dun sa centroid. So meron tayong ano, p sub y, no, and p sub x. Okay? So yan yung rule natin. Teka muna. Yeah, tama. Tama. No? Now, if next step natin is to check yung isang reaction sa isang point, no? So for example, for point D, direct load to, no? So kung going down, dapat going up, no? So we have the small letter r sub dy, no? Now, yung p sub x natin going to the left. So dapat yung reaction dito is going to the right, no? So third rule ni Newton, no? Yung explanation natin diyan. For every action, there is an equal but opposite direction. Reaction, sorry. So similar lang to, no? Consistent yan with the other points no, pag direct load. Okay. Okay, now we already define yon. So balik na tayo dun sa formula, and yung formula natin as per presentation, no? So that is r sub dx is equal to p sub x divided by L, no? As simple as that. So we would have we would have yung value ng p sub x is 120 tas 160 yung p sub y, no? So 120, okay, divided by yung total length ng ating um, weld, which is 200 plus 250 times 2. Okay? By the way, ang gusto nating unit is Newton millimeter, di ba? So, kilonewton tong numerator. So, might as well multiply this by 1,000 para maging Newton. Okay? So, meron tayong r sub dx. So, ilan to?
171.42857 po.
Sige, 171 point
42857 po.
857. Okay. Newton per millimeter. Okay? Now, okay na tayo for r sub dx. We could proceed dun sa next, which is r sub dy. So, formula based lang din to. So, this would be p sub y divided by L. Okay? So, kunin na lang natin dito. But the, yung ating numerator would be 160. Yung ating p sub y. Okay? So, we would have r sub dy equivalent to, so ilan to?
228.57142.
57142. Tama?
Yes po, sir.
Okay. Okay, so okay na tayo, no, in terms of the direct load. So let's proceed dun sa next item. So as usual, no, yung polar moment of inertia as a preparation dun sa calculation ng reaction due to torque. Okay. Okay, polar moment of inertia ng weld group. Now this one is formula based lang din, okay? The only question is ano ba yung mga parameters na dapat nating gamitin, no? So yun yung i-discuss natin, okay? Okay, so dun sa problem, no, by the way, sa presentation pala, sabi natin doon, no, pakita natin, yung derived na for if same size of weld, ito yon, no? J is equal to summation of L, no? Ito equation na to. So copy na lang natin yan, okay? So we would have J, no, the polar moment of inertia, derived formula for assuming same size of weld, summation of L, okay, L squared divided by 12 plus X squared plus Y squared. Okay? Okay, yung definition natin dito. Okay. Now, i-plug in natin siya. Okay? Basta, ang ibig sabihin lang nung L, no, yun yung length of weld in consideration. Okay? So, halimbawa, no, simulan natin, no, yung weld AB. No, yung weld AB, okay? By the way, polar moment of inertia, ang measurement na natin is from CG, no, hindi na from origin. Okay? So, kung from CG na, halimbawa, if we are interested with weld AB, okay? So, ano ba yung length ng weld AB? Well, that is 250. Okay? 250. Okay? Multiply natin with, okay? So, magawin natin to. Multiply natin by yung length ng weld na yon, which is 250. Okay? Squared, okay, divided by 12. Okay? Plus, okay? Ano ba yung distance ng weld AB from the defined centroid? Yun yung definition ng X and Y. Okay? So, sa X muna tayo. Okay? So, sinasabi, ang tanong niya is, ano ba yung distance na to from centroid? Okay? Centroid ng weld group to the centroid ng weld AB. Yun yung definition niya, no? Doon sa X. Sa X na to. Okay? For weld AB. Okay, yung 250. Well, paano ba natin siya makakalculate? No? Paano natin siya makakalculate? Sige nga, paano natin makakalculate yung X squared na to? This one. Okay. Well, alam natin, no? Yung kalahati ng weld AB is 250. No? Itong distance na to from this point to this point, that is 250 divided 2. Okay? 250 divided 2. This is 250 divided 2. Okay? So kung 250 divided 2 yan, tapos i-minus natin yung X bar, magkakaroon tayo ng distance na to, which is yung definition ng X. No? X dito. Okay? So sige, yun ang natin, i-plug in natin. So we would have, okay, we would have 250 divide 2 minus, okay, minus yung X bar natin, which is nakalculate natin kanina. Okay, ito. Okay, plug in natin dito. Okay, we would have then squared, okay, for X squared. Okay, plus, okay, yung Y distance, no, from centroid nung weld AB, itong 250, to assume na calculated centroid. So, well, that is Y bar, no, 100 no, millimeter. Okay, common sense yun. Okay, so that would be 100 squared. Okay, so okay na tayo for weld AB, no, for weld AB. Now, we could also take advantage yung calculation natin sa weld AB kasi parehas lang sila ng weld CD, no? Kahit magbago yung isa doon, mag-negative yung Y, okay lang kasi squared naman, no? So positive value lagi. No? So ang pwede natin gawin to simplify, well, i-times 2 na natin to. No? Okay, times 2 na natin 'yan for for simplification. Okay. And therefore, meron pang isang weld na matitira. Okay? Punta tayo sa next last weld. No? For the weld AC naman, okay? For the weld AC naman, yung length natin is 200. So, we would have 200, okay? Times, okay? Apply natin yung formula ulit na hanggang maubos. 200 squared divided by 12 plus, okay? Yung distance niya from the assumed centroid or the calculated centroid, no? From distance ng weld AC to the centroid, that is simply X bar, no? So, might as well gamitin natin yung X bar, okay? So, ito yung X bar, okay? And I think parehas lang yan, no? Pagdating sa okay, so yan, X bar, no? In terms of Y distance naman, if we would observe, no, ano ba yung difference nung centroid ng weld AC to the CG? Obviously, that is 0, no? In terms of y distance kasi, 0. So, ibig sabihin dito, we would have this one as 0. Okay. So, all in all, if we would simplify yung value ng ating J, no? So, pakibigay nga sa akin, ano yung value ng ating polar moment of inertia. So, ilan to? Ilan to?
10502975.
Pakibigyan mo ako ng ano, ng mga kama para alam ko kung ano ba yan.
Sige po, sir.
So, ilan?
10,000,000,
Okay, 10 million.
502,975.83
Okay. 975.
po.
Wala nang kasunod to.
Opo, yes po.
Okay, so unit analysis tayo, no? Or unit check tayo. Well, L times L squared. So, millimeter cube. Okay. Paki-take note na lang, no? Yung mga unit natin para hindi kayo nagkakamali, no? May difference to sa volt, no? Sa volted connection. Okay. So, alam niyo na rin yung discussion natin kung bakit nag-iiba yung unit nito. Kasi polar moment of inertia, dapat millimeter to the port, no? Pero may discussion tayo dyan last chapter. And similar lang yan dito. Okay. Kasi nga yung mga formulas natin, naka-modified na yon, no? Okay? Okay, sige. I'm assuming na the other student, ganito rin nakuha nyo, no? And wala tayong pare-pares kayo ng value. Assuming na tama na to. Okay, so I would, okay? So next is yung reaction due to torque. Okay? Now, in terms of reaction due to torque, so ganun pa din. So ito, copy na natin to. Okay? Paki-unmute, merong ano, may yung sa mga co-host natin, pakisuyo. Okay, reaction due to equivalent torque T. Okay? So as usual, no, ang first step natin is to have a summation moment dun sa CG. Okay? Sa CG. Okay? Para malaman natin ano ba yung general direction ng ating torque, equivalent torque. Okay? Yun yung first step eh. Yung dapat ma-define natin yung direction. So yung ginagawa natin, magsa-summation moment tayo. No? Summation moment tayo at CG. Okay? Assume equal to 0, clockwise, positive. So meron tayong torque. No? So yung torque natin, okay, by simple observation, okay, summation moment ka dito. Okay? Unahin natin itong piece of x. Okay? Yung ikot niya is counterclockwise. So meaning negative. Ang piece of x, negative. Okay, first time nagkaroon tayo ng negative. Moment arm nito is e sub y. Okay? Okay, sana naintindihan, no? Summation moment at CG, yung piece of x natin, counterclockwise. Yung piece of y naman, clockwise. So meaning positive. Okay? So we would have p sub y times yung moment arm niya na e sub x. Okay? E sub x. Now, plug in na yung mga values, no? So, we would have plug in natin para finalize natin. Okay? So, we would have negative, kung di ako nagkakamali, this is 120. Double check natin yung p sub x and p sub y is 160. No? Yeah, 120, 160, yung e sub x na lang and e sub y. No? Ito yung e sub x natin and this one is e sub y. Okay? So, multiplied by e sub y. Okay? Ito yung e sub y natin, 100. Okay? Plus, yung p sub y natin is 160, no, times e sub x. Ito yung value ng e sub x natin. Okay, so plug in natin yan. This one magiging positive. No? Magiging positive. So ilan to? Positive pa rin. No? So ilan to? Teka lang ha.
29.
Okay, sige, paki-save muna. Paki-save muna. Ito kasi kilonewton. Okay, ito millimeter. Sabi natin, consistent tayo, newton and millimeter. So dapat, i-multiply pala natin to. No? Paki-take note na lang into 1,000 para lagi tayong newton, millimeter yung mga units natin. Okay? So, okay. Tapos pati itong side na to. Okay? Times 1,000 for the conversion. We would have ilan to? Ilan to?
29 million
29 million.
700,000 14,000.
700
14,000.
14,000.
286.4.
286.4. Okay? Newton millimeter. Okay? Now, okay na tayo sa torque. We could now draw yung direction niya kasi alam na natin na positive. So, ibig sabihin, overall, yung direction ng torque natin is clockwise. Okay? Now, in terms of the direction dun sa mga critical points, yan lang naman kasi kukunan natin ng reaction. Diyan lang most likely mag-govern. Ang first step, mag-draw ka ng line from CG. So pahirapan to, Yan. Okay. Assuming na straight line na yan, Okay. Okay? Then let's draw the direction nung reaction mo should be on opposite direction, clockwise meaning counterclockwise. So ibig sabihin yung arrow mo dito na in 90 degree would be on this like so. This one is would look like so, This one would look like so, and this one would look like so. Now, meron niyang mga component, yung mga torque natin. So this one somehow look like this. Okay? 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 Now, okay na tayo. Na-draw na natin yung mga direction. We could now use yung overall formula natin. Pero siguro mas maganda, let's check muna, May sinabi bang location dito? Reaction due to equivalent torque P. Walang sinabi kung most stress, pero alam naman natin, pag ganitong mga problem, most stress ang hinahanap na pinakamalaking reaction. Okay? And then dito mabilis mo na kagad makita, Mabilis mo na makita. And in terms of centroid, ang pinakamalayo is either point B or point D. Okay na tayo sa rule number 1. It's either point B or point D. If i-include natin yung rule number 2 na dapat additive daw yung effect niya in terms of the direct load P. Puntahan natin yung direct load P. We were able to check na yung direct load P, yung direction niya is going to the right and upward, going to the right and upward. Which means to say, kung i-compare natin siya with the equivalent reaction due to equivalent torque P, mayroon na tayo agad idea kung sino yung mag-govern, Sa rule number 1, na-cancel out natin yung A and C. Okay? Ang mag-govern most likely yung B and D. Sa rule number 2, common sense, si point D yung mag-govern. So therefore, let's be point specific na, and wag na tayo magsayang ng oras kasi alam naman natin na yun yung mag-govern. Okay? Yun yung mag-govern. So let's calculate the reaction at point D. Okay? And our assumption, okay? Unahin muna natin yung sa torque kasi ito naman talaga yung problem na to. Okay? Hindi pa to total reaction Okay? So for the torque, we could say na yung reaction na to as the reaction due to torque at point D. And therefore, we have dr sub dy, and this one is r sub t dx. Okay? Sige, looks good, And therefore, if i-apply natin yung mga formulas natin, we could say na r sub t x, as far as I remember, is equal to the torque P. Since x component yan, kailangan natin ng y distance. Okay? Divided by the polar moment of inertia. Now, in this case, we could say na r sub t dx. Okay, yung point D yung kinukuha natin dito is equal to, apply natin yung torque T na na-calculate natin. So, this one. Okay? Ito yung torque natin. Okay? Multiply natin the y distance. Ano ba yung y distance ng point D? Well, that is simply 100. 100. Okay? Divided by with the polar moment of inertia ng ating weld group, which is ito yung value allegedly. I'm assuming na guys, pare-parehas kayo ng na-calculate sa J. Kasi kung mali yung yung binigay niyo sa akin, mali yung presentation natin, So we would have r sub t dx equals to ilan to? Sige, habang ina-calculate niyo yan, mag-unit check lang muna ako, So itong 29, this is in Newton millimeter. Itong 100 in millimeter. Okay? Tapos yung denominator, sabi natin, yung polar moment of inertia, millimeter to the cube. So mangyari, cancel out. So Newton, millimeter. Okay? So tama. So ilan to?
282.91, sir.
282.91?
91.
Pakibigay sa akin lahat ng numbers. 5 na sabi.
302.
302.
302. Apo.
Okay. Okay na tayo dito. We could now proceed on sa y component. So ganun din, Similarly, r sub Ty is yung torque T, x distance, polar moment of inertia, and R sub T dy is as simple as ano. Copy na lang natin to. Tapos i-plug in natin kung ano man yung x distance, no, ni point D. Okay? Now, yung x distance ni point D from the centroid, okay, ni point D is kung 250 to, okay? So ibawas lang natin sa 250 yung x bar. Okay? Yun yung ano, yun yung distance na hinahanap natin. Okay? So ibig sabihin we would have 250 minus x bar. So kunin natin x bar sa taas. Okay? This is also x bar. Okay, as far as I remember. Okay? So ilan to? So ano yung value natin dito? Ilan to?
454.68166.
68166. Tama ba? Tama? Yes?
Opo.
Okay? So next is yung total reaction supposedly, no? So nilaktawan niya. Well, pero pwede natin isama, no? Or isunod na natin kay E. Okay? Required weld size na tayo. Okay? Sige, ipasok na natin kay item E, yung total reaction. Okay? So we would have yung required weld size W. Okay? Okay? So number one, i-calculate muna natin no, yung total reaction no, at point D, which is yung sinabi natin na critical point. No? So total reaction
Sir, excuse me po. Sorry po. Mali po yung value ng J. Ni-recheck po namin.
okay? Sige, pakibigay nga ito. At ano yung value ng J?
Bale, yung tama po is 10,502,976.19. Nagkamali po kasi siguro ako ng plugin kanina. Pasensya na po.
Sige, may mga affected to pero I think ito lang naman. So ano na lang to, paki-correct na lang tong mga values na to. Halimbawa itong R sub T dx and R sub T dy. Pakibigay na lang sa akin. Sige, ito munang R sub T dx. So ilan to?
To 82.91 301.
82.91,301.
Opo.
Okay? How about itong R sub T dy?
454.68164.
454.
681.64.
Okay, sige. Looks good. Okay? So total reaction tayo as usual going to the right, positive, no, upward, positive. So okay na to, no? And then let's copy na lang to, to emphasize yung free body diagram natin sa point T. Okay? So we would have total reaction, no? Reaction at point D, so R sub D is equal to summation of base dito, no? So well, lahat going to going to the left, no? To the right, no? So R sub dx positive plus R sub T dx positive din squared plus yung R sub dy lahat pataas, no? Okay? Plus yung R sub T dy pataas din, no? So lahat positive. Okay? Somehow, okay? Okay na. We could now simplify. So we would have R sub D is equal to, okay? Plug in natin yung value ng R sub dx. Yeah, so itong mga values na to. Okay, R sub dx. Okay, R sub T dx, ito yon. Squared plus, okay, r sub t, r sub dy, okay, plus r sub t dy, okay. So ito yun, okay. Squared, and kunin natin yung ano, square root nito, okay. Okay, so ilan to? Okay, ilan to?
820.52.
820.42?
52,484.
484, okay? So same unit Newton millimeter, okay? And then in terms of the weld size, kasi weld size talaga yung tinatanong dito, 'di ba? So we need to use yung formula, no? Ano ba yung pinapagamit sa atin? LRFD ba or ASD? Or LRFD, no? Tapos E70, okay? So might as well copy na natin yung problem 1 para matapos tayo. Okay? I think this would be the last problem for tonight, okay? So therefore we could take advantage to, okay? This is the formula. Okay? So parehas na parehas, okay? Since LRFD applicable din to, okay? Now ang gagawin natin, yung R sub U, no? Since design to would be the reaction, the maximum reaction. Ganun lagi ginagawa natin, no? Yung maximum reaction, ini-equate natin doon. Okay? And then the rest of equation, halimbawa 0.6 F sub U, so 70 somehow parehas tayo, no? 6.895 yung conversion natin, 0.7071 W, which is ano sabi sa problem? I think 10, tama ba? Wala kasi magi-design nga tayo. So unknown 'yon, okay. W yung hinahanap natin, no? Okay? So W unknown. Okay? How about yung length? Okay? So anong length yung gagamitin natin? Okay? Pakisagot nyo nga, ano yung L na gagamitin natin dito sa problem natin based doon sa given? Just to check lang kung nakikinig kayo. Ano yung L natin? Okay, ano yung L na gagamitin natin for this formula? Okay, ito yung figure.
Bali po yung weld group po is 200 plus 250 times 2. Yun po yung L na gagamitin.
Yeah, tinatanong ko nga kayo eh. Ano ba yung sa palagay nyo na L na gagamitin?
Hindi, yun po yung ano po is 200 plus 250 times 2.
So ilan?
700 po.
Okay, sige. So kung 700 yung gagamitin mo dito, mali ka na, no? Mali ka na. Bakit? No, I would remind you guys, no, yung formula natin dito would be per unit width, no, or per 1 millimeter length ang analysis natin ng weld. Okay? Okay? Per 1 millimeter length ang analysis natin. Okay? Which mean to say, wala ka dapat dyan, i-multiply dyan. Okay? Kasi nga per millimeter dapat yung sagot mo. Okay? Sige. So iyan lang natin. Gusto ko mag-unit check, no, bago natin iwan to. Just to to make sure na we're on the same unit. This is Newton millimeter. So 70, no? MPa, Newton millimeter squared. So ang isang parameter dito yung W lang, okay? So that is in millimeter. Okay, cancel. So ibig sabihin Newton per millimeter is equal to Newton per millimeter, okay? No conversion needed. Okay? So, okay, paki-take note yung analysis ng weld natin per 1 millimeter length, you don't really need to to apply yung length dito sa equation. Ito lang, meron ka ng value na ibibigay. So ilan to? Ilan yung W natin dito?
5.34 po.
5.34. Okay? 5.34 millimeter. So ito yung kailangan natin medyo mababa lang, no? Mababa lang yung bagay. Maliit lang yung reaction. Okay? So 5.34 millimeter lang yung weld size na kailangan, no? Based dun sa applied loads. Okay? Any questions or clarifications before we end our discussion for tonight? Meron bang malabo on last problem? Problem number 4? Okay, sige. Very good, no? I will stop the recording.